What's going on, buddy? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about Tua Tagovailoa and Jordan Love getting their contract extensions done with their respective teams, the Dolphins and the Packers. Now, here's the thing. I agree that they should have got contract extensions. I agree that they should have gotten a lot of money. I'm just not a fan of the money they got. Jordan Love got 4 years, $220 million, and Tua Tagovailoa got 4 years, $212 million. Doing some quick math, if you cannot tell, Tua Tagovailoa got paid roughly about $52, $53 million, and Jordan Love got paid roughly $55 and a half-ish million. And I'm here to tell you, both those guys got a little bit overpaid. So what I want to do in today's video is, like I said, two things. One, talk about why these guys are not deserving of that money. Number two, explain why they're not deserving of the money, and I have facts and kind of like some history to kind of show you why. And then number three at the end, just kind of give it like a quick estimate of what I think they were actually worth. Like I said, 55, 52, up there in the 50s. Hail no for these two. But as always, all information you're going to be seeing on screen, I'll have links to it all down in the description below, so if you want to go check it out for yourself, feel free. But I'm going to go and get straight into this. If you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, as you can see here, like I said, from ESPN, Jordan Love, he got signed to a 4-year, $220 million deal with the Green Bay Packers. This was basically the reason why they decided to give him this much money is because I think what they saw last year, the last I think 8 or 9 games, he was a very good quarterback. I think they lost like one game, and then whenever they got in the playoffs, he demolished the Dallas Cowboys. They were very close to beating the eventual NFC champs 49ers in the divisional round. But what they're going to be paying him is, as we can see, $55 million. That's on par with what Trevor Lawrence got, which I already made a video a while back talking about how he shouldn't have been paid that much. And he's going to be getting paid as much as Joe Burrow. You know, Joe Burrow, the guy who led his team to a Super Bowl, the guy who is carrying a franchise on his back. Now, starting off with Jordan Love. Here's my thing with Jordan Love. He's played he's started for one season. Other than that, he's played some preseason games. He's popped in here and there. But Aaron Rodgers played the rest of those seasons whenever Jordan Love was just sitting on the bench, watching, learning, kind of like what Aaron Rodgers did back when Brett Favre was the quarterback. But we see now Jordan Love getting all this money based off of what is Green Bay trying to go off of? Are they saying, oh, Jordan Love, he played amazing. He was a terrific quarterback. We think he's going to be another Aaron Rodgers. We have to pay him the money now. Let's get it done. And if he goes out there and he looks like a prime Aaron Rodgers and he's maybe better than Aaron Rodgers, boom, it's worth the money. But what happens if he's not worth it? Like, what happens if he goes out there and stinks? You ever think about that? As you can see here from Jordan Love on overthecap.com, it has his stats for what he's done. 2021, he had 411 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. In 2022, he played in 4 games. He had 1 touchdown with 195 yards. That was the one game, I believe, against Kansas City Chiefs. He was kind of okay. He did some things. He was okay. They had a limited offense for him. But then this past season, he went out there with 17 games. And like I said, the first 8 or 9 games, he was pretty mid. The last 8 or 9 games, he was like top 5 quarterback of all time. As we can see, 64% completion percentage, 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I think he went, like I said, like the last 9 games, he had no interceptions the entire time. A 96 passer rating. He was able to run a little bit whenever he needed to get out of the pocket. He could scramble and get some yards. Now on this website, like I said, they have this thing called like the valuation dime. It kind of goes through and it evaluates a player based off of what they think he's kind of worth. They say he's relatively worth about $36 million. I would agree on the end of, I would say probably 40, 45-ish, not 55. Like if Jordan Love got paid, let's say $40 million, I'd be like, perfect contract. That is exactly what he's worth. Even the 45, I'd be like, that's good-ish. Like I would say he could have cut back a little bit, but it's still fair. Once we start getting into like the 5 in front of the second number, then we got a problem. Now let's talk about Tua Tagovailoa real quick. As I said, Tua Tagovailoa, 4-year, $212.4 million contract extension. He's getting paid a little bit under what Jordan Love got. He's going to be getting about $53.1 million a year. And it includes $167 million fully guaranteed. So if he were to just drop dead right now, $167 million is still coming to him eventually. Now with Tua Tagovailoa, here's my thing. You look at what he's done. He played in 10 games his first year in 2020. He did okay. He had about 1,800 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He did okay is what I would say. The second year, 2,600 yards, about 13 games played. He did good. He did better, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He got about 90 passer rating, so he was slowly improving. In 2022, as you can see, 64% completion percentage, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and 105 passer rating. And then this past season, he played all 17 games of, I believe, 2022. That was the season whenever he had all the concussion problems. But this season, 69% completion percentage, 4,600 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. A little thing with Tua Tagovailoa, he leads the #1 offense in the league. The Dolphins have basically had the #1 offense for like the past 2 seasons, and ever since they got Tyreek Hill in there. And when you look at Tua Tagovailoa, same thing with Jordan Love. He's valued about $36 million. I would probably agree. I saw it coming for a while ever since Joe Burrow got his big-time contract and Justin Herbert got his big-time contract whenever it comes to the 2020 draft class. I thought Tua Tagovailoa was probably going to get about $50 million. I didn't think no $55 million. I probably would have thought if he could get $45 million, that is a fair deal. That is what he deserves. But him getting upwards of like $53 million, that's just outrageous. Now, kind of talking about the two of them as to why they don't deserve the money. Best way to put it, what have they done? You look at Jordan Love and you look at Tua Tagovailoa. What have they done to deserve the money? Now, what I mean by that is, have they won a Super Bowl? Have they gone to a Super Bowl? Have they been to the AFC or NFC Championship game? Have either one of them won Rookie of the Year, MVP? Have they done jack shit besides one playoff win? That's all they got. Fact check coming in. I got that wrong. Apparently, Jordan Love, like I said, he beat the Cowboys last year in the playoffs. Tua Tagovailoa hasn't done shit. So you're telling me you're paying a combined $108 million a year for two quarterbacks that have a combined total of one playoff game, 0 MVPs, 0 Super Bowl appearances, 0 NFC or AFC championship appearances, and one of the dudes in Jordan Love has played a total of 8 meaningful football games that actually matter in the eyes of the football world. And with Tua Tagovailoa, he is seriously concussion prone. All I'm going to say is this: these two guys fleece the fuck out of the Dolphins and the Packers. That's all I'm going to say. Because when you look at the NFL world of Joe Burrow, the guy who's led his team to the Super Bowl, a guy who, if he was not on that team, the Bengals would be nothing. Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs. If he wasn't on the Chiefs, they'd probably still be in the playoffs. They would still do some things, but I don't think they'd be winning this as much as they are right now if they didn't have him. Josh Allen with the Bills, he deserves more money because if he was taken off the Bills would be absolutely nothing right now. Lamar Jackson, if he wasn't on the Ravens would probably be nothing right now. And to go along with it, Josh Allen has actually gotten, believe it or not, an MVP vote in his career. And Lamar Jackson has won 2 MVPs. Josh Allen has been to AFC title games. He's been to the playoffs many times. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, they battle with Mahomes a lot. Tua Tagovailoa got his first battle with Patrick Mahomes last year. You know what he did? He fucking wet the bed, more or less. He iced the bed because it was freezing cold out there. Last thing I'm going to say, here's my thing with these two quarterbacks. Tua Tagovailoa, he plays in the South. He plays down there in Miami. When the playoffs come, you're going to have to come up north. You're going to have to come up and play some northern teams. And I just don't think he can handle the cold weather. So he's not really going to do much in his career. And when it comes to Jordan Love, he's got the intangibles. He's got the skills. I just feel like the Packers, they're made up more of just like, they have everything there. They just want the quarterback to just shut up and play and just do their job. And Jordan Love, now that he's getting paid all this money, how are they going to be able to build a team around him? I don't know. Like I said, I just don't think they're worth this much money. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Do you think Tua Tagovailoa and Jordan Love are worth this much money or not worth this much money? What do you think there's worth? If you're a fan of either the Packers or the Dolphins and you think they're worth a different amount or the same amount, whatever your opinion may be, leave a complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified so I can post. But without further ado, this has been Donald Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.